Hey, good morning, everyone. Here we go. It's time for yoga. Oh my gosh, how is she so enthusiastic? Coffee, lots of coffee. No, I love what I do. Actually, more than anything else in the world. When it comes to have to work, at least, this makes me happy. I've had a lot of jobs. I sold floors for a living. I've worked in construction supplies, locks and doors for that kind of stuff. Good grief, the rules and regulations. I've been in the banking industry. More rules and regulations. And now I teach yoga. And in any other place I've ever been, this is the only one where I'm really 100% happy doing it. Every time. Every time. Even when things aren't great, I got in trouble at work because I hollered at folks the other day. We're listening. We're going to do something that might hurt if you're not careful. Needed folks to pay attention. Anyway, it's still the best job. It's still the greatest thing in the world, and I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't change a thing now. I can't imagine not being a yoga instructor, being a yoga teacher, that's part of this community, part of this world. So now that we've done that, let's get to work, right? That's what we're here for. We got work to do. The yoga is practice, and practice is work. It's not something you can just think about and get better at. You have to be a part of it fully. You have to engage in the asanas, in the pranayama, in the philosophies. You understand and work those awarenesses into the asana, into the pranayama, into the work of the mind, and the pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, until you got it all one. Samadhi. Holy cow, what is she talking about? It's a lot, I know. And it's, again, you can read it and read it and read it and read it, but until you experience it, it's just not going to hit the same. There's a lot of stuff out there like that, right? We all know that. You can read all you want about how the wiring works, but until you actually have to work with the electrical system, you don't really 100% understand it. You gotta have both, right? You gotta understand how to read the diagrams. Right? It's the same thing. Here, look at a map, and you go out in the three-dimensional world. It's a skill. It's hard. Not everybody can do it. Learn how. I remember doing that. Figuring out how to look at something flat and understand how that circle thing on the map equated to that 200-foot tall hill that I was supposed to walk up. Okay? Anyway, I know. There she goes again. Another tangent. But not really. Again, practice, practice, practice. Back to that. Back to the physical effort, to the mental effort, and the emotional effort. Your breath is part of your emotional state. Obviously, your mental state is your brain, and your physical state is your muscles, your bones, your ligaments, your joints, all the rest of it. And again, brain's part of the body, breath's part of the body. You can't take the thoughts out of the physicality. You can't take the emotions out of the thoughts, etc., etc., etc. Okay then. Now that she's gone on about that, now what? We're 5 minutes into this and she's still standing. Am I supposed to stand? No, we're going to start seated. Come on down. I know. Your chin, shoulders roll a little bit. Put the space in your neck. I'm going to talk a lot about space, openness within the body, flexibility, but also about strength. These things are not mutually exclusive. We tend to think of them that way. Starts with the breathing, though. I know. Talk about strength, we think about the body. The breath needs to be strong too. Now we're not going to huff and puff. We're going to keep this moving because, again, we need strength and openness. When the breath can flow freely, openly, by its very nature, it's going to get stronger. It's going to get deeper. Bring awareness to it now. Focus on it. Let it flow. Now that is also strength and openness. Your mind must focus. In this instance, we're bringing a little extra to the awareness of the breath, but that doesn't mean you can just let our body go. You can just sag. But you need to be even a little bit more aware of it now to hold yourself upright so the rib cage stays open, the chin stays tucked, the space is there for the breath to move freely. This work of your mind, and you're open to the fact that you have multiple things to work with. We're still very strongly engaged into one practice. The strength of thought into all of the little things, right? So, strength and openness. Now into your body itself. You feeling that a little bit maybe in your back? Let that neck go. We're sagging it down. You're going to sit up. Good work here. Not a strain, not too tight. But not slumped. Not making effort. There we go. Good creep. Double negatives. So, here we are. Strength and openness embodied. And again, an embodiment of every aspect of the practice. The wholeness of it is here. Each breath, each alignment, each one. This is don't quit, don't hurt yourself. This is tapas. In determination, resolve, effort, strength. But ahimsa, not harming, we're able to move. This makes the muscles stronger because they can flex. They have room for those fibers to flex. But the openness is there and supported because of the strength. Your body recognizes it, your brain recognizes it, you feel it. This allows the body to know, hey, I can let these joints extend. I can let these muscles unflex a little bit because the strength is there supporting them. Hot dang, how about that? Now, let's get a little warm up going here. So we're going to lean back. Fingertips by the hip joints, lined up, middle strong, chin's tucked. Keep your breath flowing, shoulders nice and broad, a little push of the arms, and we inhale up and breathe. It doesn't necessarily flop all the way back. You might go back quite a ways depending on the space you have. Exhale up, but it is still the length. So again, we've opened space. We're not just flopping into it. With the directional awareness that this is the strength of that. We have an extending arm, not just a bending. Let's twist to the right here, back of the left hand, towards the outside of the right knee, right hand inside us, up we sit. Exhale, we twist. Try to keep that jaw relaxed. Breath comes in and out through the nose. Inhale, untwist. Do the other side. Back with the right hand. Left hand in. Sitting tall. Exhale, twist. Breathe. Inhale, untwist. Right hand beside us, left arm comes up. And we exhale it out. We breathe. Inhale up. And we exhale. No. Inhale up. We exhale forward. Now release your lower back, tuck your chin. You got the strength in the front. The directional movement is forward, not down, not rounding. The spinal curves up. It has to. Breathe. Inhale up. Very tall. All right, nice job. Now we're going to get into a little deeper pranayama today. I don't often do this because it's hard to teach on the video, but I think we can get the bellows breathing going here. So it's a very deep breath. You probably figured it out just from the name of it. Take a moment though, just let your breath flow, really bringing the awareness to it. Now again, it doesn't have to be particularly slow, particularly deep. We're going to work on that. Just let it move right now. This is all you have to do. With your next inhale, you're going to push the air, the abdominal muscles further out to allow the air to come deeper in. Now, don't hold your breath. As soon as the exhale needs to happen, you pull the abs in. Now, be strong with this. Bring them up underneath the ribs. Push your diaphragm up. Really empty the lungs. Calm jaw, tuck your chin. As soon as that's done, inhale, deep. Now, again, the pace of this, keep going, is yours. Some of you may just be on your second one. I'm on number 4. I mean, we're not really counting. Again, the number does not matter. In addition to this strong focus, here's your strength of awareness into this movement of the abdominal muscles. Out and then in. Don't lose the awareness of how you're sitting. When we inhale, there's a natural lifting up motion. We hold ourselves open just because we're bringing that air in. When we exhale, if we're not thinking about it, we'll just kind of sag it down. This actually makes it harder to bring the abdominal muscles in and get a full exhale. So hold yourself upright. This is the openness of the strength. As that exhale finishes, the inhale, just be. Now if your breath's a little deeper, a little slower, fine. If it isn't, it doesn't seem to be any different, fine. It's your breath. It is what it is. I don't like that phrase either, quite honestly, but here we are. Let's cross our ankles, and we're going to roll forward to hands and knees now. Get my hair hanging down here. All right, there we go. Shoulders above the wrists. Push those arms long. One foot back. Then the other. Got some length here. Turn the shoulders. Exhale, down dog. All right, so you want to feel some weight, particularly through the base of the first finger and the base of the thumb. It's easy to let that roll on the outside. Actually, kind of bring some work to the inner arms. We're turning those elbows forward, the shoulders out. Occasionally a hand slip. Don't try to shove your heels down. Just take strength down the inner legs, like the ankles are going towards the floor. And if your ankles flex enough for your heels to come flat, then let them. If they don't, they don't. Inhale back to the plank. Nice and strong. In the arm strength, got some length, and that's what helps those muscles flex and takes weight. Same thing, the legs are actively extending. This allows the thigh muscles to, the back of the calf, they lift up. No middle. There's openness there, strong to keep the spine on, and all that weight is supported. Then we exhale again, turning the shoulders back into downward facing dog. Again, the room is there because of that work. We got that sense of length that helped those muscles flex, and now they've got that strength. They can turn, the joint can move back, the hips can move back because they're supported. Next exhale, walk your feet in. Bend your knees quite a bit. Easy flex here. Exhale the legs long. Inhale, we roll them. Now, a little shoulder opening and a standing back arch, upward facing bow. So, really being aware of the vertical line here to start. And this is some strength all the way down. Hands come together, fingers interlaced. Now, trying your best to lift your thumbs off your butt. You know what you know. Your chin. Inhale and lift up. So we're not going very far back, right? It's not a big arch back. It's not, you're not trying to put your head on the floor back there. Again, kind of like with our warm-ups, find the length of it. The strength of this is the direction of the movement, not how big it gets. Exhale out. Round into Tadasana. Keep your strength. The arms come up. Strong. Now, very strong, very active Uttanasana. Keep your legs as long as you can with your exhale. The heels are firm. You're trying to get your hips to be above the heel as you go where you can. You do not have to touch the floor. Let your breath calm and open the length. Right, again. You've got those muscles working. They're actively supporting you, front and back. And now we let them open. Again, not to just let us flop, but to calm in the strength. So make the strength greater. Promise. Inhale, roll up, flex the knees if you have to. Okay. Now we're going to step nice and wide. Now if you're at the narrow end of the mat, swing your right foot back. Far as you can go. Okay? Now, space and openness. I know. It's a long way. It makes the inner leg muscles work more. You've got to build up to it. It doesn't have to be exact. Please give yourself room for your strength. Have more than you know. I can guarantee you. This is active. Look a little bit to the left. Don't turn your left knee in as you flex and come down. Again, here we are. Virabhadasana 2, Warrior 2. Strength and open. There's some strength here. Keeping your spine open. Back doesn't sway. As this flexes more muscle fiber bends, flexes. As the knee bends more. Here we go. Start over. Knee bends more muscle fibers flex, stronger it gets. Same thing with the hip. That allows this space back here to open a little bit. It's going to get steadier. Promise. Yeah. Now, we're going to turn this into a twist. Okay? Now, I'm going to turn around here in just a moment, but we're going to work our way down into a lunge. Okay, so with your exhale, really keep this work here. A little bit of extra work in the back of the right leg so we're not straightening out of that. I want you to turn, come up, so you're in a lunge. Put your left hand here. We're going to leave that left hand here the whole time. So we inhale down. Bring that right hand down here. Okay? Listen, I'm going to turn. Okay, now, if you have to, put that right knee down. You can. The left knee stays above the ankle. Strong middle. Really aware now that the hips are level. We can exhale and turn. Now don't push with your left arm. Just gonna let it relax. Got a little work in the right. I want you to really focus into turning the upper body. While maintaining the strength. Again, this is good. So you work the abs, you level the hips, you work your legs. Allows the upper body to turn quite a bit. Let's get all this other strength to help create their openness. There it is. And don't push, don't push. Again, my arm's not doing much. It's just there. It's just a little balance thing. Inhale, untie. Bring your left hand down the outside of the foot. Shift your right hand over. Exhale. Downward facing dog. And we're going to exhale again and walk our feet in. Bend your knees. Again, nice, easy flex here. Pretty calm. Exhale the legs long. Inhale, we roll it up. Strong, strong, strong. Okay, and now we're going to go into half lotus balance. So we got more strength. We had our right leg extended. We're putting a little more direct weight down now. So we're going to build some extra strength there. And we added openness where we were flexing with a half lotus. Now, go where you can, all the way through. Vertical line here. Good. Here. Through the center and up the right side is key. So extra strength. Now, I know, I just did it. Don't grit your teeth. Openness of the breath. This will help all of it. The strength of focus, calmness of breath. Strong body, and open body at the same time. Lift your left heel, I'm going with you. We exhale that knee up. Okay, if you get your hands here, and this is it, this is it. You can let the left thigh relax. You can let the left hip relax. Just get your arms. Take that weight. Can you pull that knee up, flex the toes, turn the thigh, get the foot here, go for it. If it works for you, extend down. Hands here. If you've got the right foot, put your fingers here. So again, you want to feel this action. And it's not about how close to straight down that knee points. Let the space lengthen out. Calm. And you got this awareness of it. Right? I know. It's like, oh, this strength. Big focus. Abs working. Weight on one foot. And you can have a little extra openness in the thoughts to allow that calm breath to release this. You got to keep that strong inhale. So the strength is there and there, and the focus is there. I mean, it's all one thing. That feels good. All right, we're done. Boom. Excellent. All right, let's do the other side. All right, as you probably expected, we got to do both sides. So, left foot back now. Now, if you had your mat long release, just jump your feet apart again. But give yourself the space. Right toes that way, straight ahead. The heels are lined up. Left heel slightly back. Whoa. Carpet. One of these things. Exhale. If anybody wants to donate $2,000 so I can put a wood floor down here, you go for it. There's a PayPal, Venmo, CashApp there on the event thing. I'm just kidding. Seriously, I really am. I mean, I'll take the money. Don't get me wrong. But all joking aside, any donation for the practice is appreciated. Whatever you think is fair. And again, we're going to work our way down, find that lunge, get that twist. And then I'm going to turn after we get into the lunge part. So we're going to, just for demonstration, so we're going to come to the left, come to the right, up on the left toes. There we go. Right hand here. Again, make that leg work, and then come forward. Again, as soon as you're down, get your hand on the floor, move it over to the inside of the right foot. Again, I'm going to turn. If you have to, right, try to keep your leg as long as you can. So you get a deep low lunge. You gotta put that knee down, Don't bring it any closer if you have to. We're not pushing with the right hand. We're gonna turn the upper body with our next exhale, really being aware of keeping those hips level. I know, right? It doesn't feel very big when you don't extend your arm. Sometimes these movements really aren't that big. Talking about strength and openness, it doesn't take much to have openness for a nerve to free itself. It doesn't take much for it to get pinched either. They're small, fine things. Oh, that feels good. Nail on twist. Again, let's get that right hand down. Move your shoulder around if you need. Left hand over. Exhale. Down facing down. Exhale. Walk your feet down. Bend your knees. Breath for 2. Again, your pace of breath is fine. Exhale, legs long. Inhale, we roll up. And balance on the left foot. Half lotus with the right leg. stepped on something disgusting. That is really horrible. So I don't know what it is. Okay. Time to run the vacuum cleaner again, apparently. Okay, now. So, it's different, it's different. This is a different amp. It's a different line. Duh. I know, but where you can. So, in and out through the nose. I know I just went. It's a bad habit I'm trying to break. That right heel. Exhaling up. Again. Where is it going to work for you? If you can bring it higher, bring it higher. Yeah. The main thing again, it's always with any of my standing balance, get all that weight on the one foot. Having your hands support your right leg means that hip and thigh can relax. Turn it open, flex those toes. And you don't actually have to extend it. Because your hands are working, the middle's working, I get all this awareness going. This effort here will calm a little bit. Will open this string. So, because we don't have the weight here. Think about how we had to flex, again, the whole thigh muscle and the hip for that warrior two and the twins. Long time. Space is there now. Nicely done. Again, little string. Make sure that's working. Another breath. 3. Inhale up. And let it come down. Awesome. That was great. All right. I know you did fabulous. How do I know? I just do. Just trust me on this one. We're working our way to the floor. And let's find some openness and toe balance. So, exhale and hold. Knees flex maybe a little bit. As much as you have to. Get those fingertips down. We lift the heels. Now squeeze your knees in as you come down. And if you're already here, and it's already too much, sit down. Balance up if you can. You do not have to. Hands where you need. Again, what's right for you? Make it happen. And we shift the weight forward. Let it lean. And down. Boom. Hooray! Okay, everybody's on the floor, still alive. And do a few more things here. Now, so, I'm going to come into little hip opening now. I'm going to turn actually, just simply because, again, I got my hair falling on this side of my face, and it's bugging me. So, what we're going to start with here is some very basic forward folds, Paschimottanasana. We're not even going to come past for vertical and horizontal at this point. So, legs are long, thighs turn in, toes slightly flexed back. Just look at little strength, little strength, little strength. We're sitting up, and now this is it. Just awareness now of how this works through the front of your body, the directional work. We're not letting the knees flop out. We're not letting the back sag. All the way through. Okay, now, keep all the work the same, except we're just going to bring the hands down. So don't let your back sag. I don't. Now, if your palms will not come flat, like mine do not, push your fist down instead. This is Dandasana. Staff pose, very strong. Exhale, pull your toes back. Breathing. Yeah. So now your hands are helping with the sitting up. The work in the front of the legs is going to help release some of the back of the legs. Inhale the heels down. Again, we're going to bring those arms back up. We're not going to change anything else. Next exhale forward into Paschimottanasana. Slight flex the knees if you have to. Just enough to get over the legs as far as you can. You don't have to reach feet. You barely bring the shoulders past the line of the hips at all. You might put your forehead on your shins. Somewhere in between. Inhale up. Now, a little extra hip opening here. We're just going to pretty simple cradle pose variation. Then we're going to combine that with a boat pose. I'm going to roll the right thigh, put that ankle there, flex the toes, flex the toes. Okay, so nothing fancy here. And the hands just a little bit behind the hips. Now, arms are active. Okay, now you might end up flexing your elbows. Again, we don't let the back sag. It's a strong work. Exhale in. Bring it where you can. Breathe. And we slide that leg. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Forgot what we're going to do. Okay, so now I want you to bring at least your left hand here. You can bring your right hand. If you want to keep it here, it's up to you. But again, we do not sag. I'm going to shift some way back in this balance point. You found it. The left leg can extend. This is just, again, this is just physics here, right? It's just counterbalance. That's all. Inhale down. Extend. You got it. Now my nose is starting to run. Heavens to mercy. Alright, so left ankle. Flex. Flex. Turn. Exhale. Again, one hand, then the other if you can. And a little shift maybe. And then the exhale. Extend the right leg. There we go. Inhale, heel down, and forward. Excellent, nicely done. Okay, now let's pull those ankles in. We're going to roll forward, and we're going to back arch now. I know we did one standing, and what we're going to do now is we're just going to come down to our front. We're going to do a regular locust pose, and then we're going to basically do a prone version of that upward facing ball. Okay, so 1 foot back, strong middle as you find that plank. So when we lower down, again, just uncurl our toes and tip that pelvis up. And now we get this big length along the floor. Forehead down, hands extend back, locust pose first. Inhale up. It's not that big an arch. Focus on the length now. Breathe. Exhale down your next one. Now, you turn your face if you want. Bring your hands up underneath your forehead. Whatever works best for you. Take a short break. Again, we're going to come into another, again, this is not a big curve here. We're not going to lift very high necessarily. It's a sharp curve though. It's a strong awareness of the direction. There's a lot of work back through the lower body. Bring the legs a little closer together if you can. Feel the length back, right past the big toes. Okay. Forehead back on the floor, hands here, extend them, and if you really can't do this, just lift your arms as high as you can. Inhale up. You can see, so you're not going to lift very high again. But now we're going to push, and go back long, and tuck our chin, and breathe. And exhale forward. Hands down. Again, your choice, whether you turn your face or not. Bring the hands up underneath, the forehead otherwise. We're going to bring the hands back, curl the toes, inhale up. Cross your ankles, pull back, lie back, lie down. I'm going to finish with some recline things. Alright, so what we're going to begin to do now is we're going to do an reclined eagle legs twist, but we're going to do twist, counter twist here. Okay, so we're going to keep the knees crossed, go two directions, and then switch the knees and going to go two directions again. Follow me along. I know it's easier just to go with me and sometimes just to do it than it is sometimes to explain it. All right, so now right knee over the left, flex your right toe. You're going to kind of slide the ankle up a little bit more towards the knee joint. Now, doesn't have to touch any particular spot, but you want enough space, if at all possible, to pick the left foot up so that knee bend and 90-degree angle is directly above your hip. Now, if this is really too much, you can just leave the left foot on the floor, but go ahead and let that knee slide as close as you can. Keep your toes flexed either way, and with the right shoulder on the floor, exhale and roll back. I got too close to the wall. Now, whether your feet reach the floor or not does not matter. Do not let go of the strength of the alignment of the legs. And the work in your middle. There's the strength. The openness, the twist and the length down the side, that's really just the weight of the legs. Flow of your breath. The openness of your mind to acknowledge that's how it works. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, roll right. Again, don't try to push your legs down. Don't drop the foot down. They don't touch the floor. They don't touch the floor. Let it happen if it does, though. Again, don't strain. Don't quit. Don't hurt yourself. Breathe. Inhale, untwist. Nice job. Left foot down. Uncross your leg. All right, we're going to straighten some things out a little bit. As we have to, let's do the other side again. So reclined eagle legs twist and counter twist. So left knee comes over the right. Again, if you absolutely have to, you just leave the foot on the floor, leave the knee closed. Flexing the toes. And if you've got this space, you've lifted up a little bit and again, enough room Look at this knee above the hip. This stays turned in. Again, we're going to roll to the right first. This time, keep those toes working as you exhale. And twist. Pop. Weave. Next inhale, untwist. All right, keep that right shoulder down. The exhale, we roll left. And inhale, your next one. Untwist. Again, if you don't have that right foot on the floor, place it down. Uncross your legs. Nicely done. Okay, straighten things out a little bit. Now we're going to come into a reclined buttock konasana. We're just going to release those inner legs a little bit. Soles of the feet together, heels up, thighs turn out. Exhale. Release. Leave the hands on the thighs. You just let them rest on the floor. It is up to you. Let your breath go. Movement is out, not down. Again, there's strength and openness again. And the strength of awareness. You can only extend your inner thighs so much. Inhale, flexing the toes apart. We're going to bring the knees up. Alright. Exhale, pull your knees in. Get your hands to the back of the thighs here. So what we're going to do next here, now we're going to come into a reclined Dandasana. Now, we're going to take a couple of stages, work our way into this. Alright, so we're just going to exhale and extend our legs long. Now, you're trying to get your hips, your knees, your ankles in a pretty vertical line. Keep your feet relaxed first so the hands, wherever they need to be, kind of support you. So this is basically kind of legs up the wall here, except your arms on the wall. Now, while the hands are still on the thighs, keeping your legs nice and long, let's exhale, flex the toes down. So we're going to put a little more openness in the back of the legs, in this case by bringing strength to the front. Right? Get that happening already in our torso. We're going to put a little bit extra into our front and let the back be on the floor. That's the support there as we press the hands down. A little press if you need. If you want to feel like you're pushing your feet to the ceiling, reclined Dandasana. I know, it's not very exciting, is it? Right? Wait a few more minutes, it'll get really exciting. We're not going to do it that much longer. Bring your hands back up. Keep your breath moving. Little strength in the arms, just a little bit. As you relax your feet. The next inhale can bend the knees. And you let the feet come down. Nicely done. Okay, now, I'm going to take the feet, hip width apart. Now, we're going to come into a reclined extended cradle. All right. So we're going to put the right ankle here. This is our last active one for today. The right toes are flexed. Right thighs turned out. Now, you can leave your right hand here if you're having trouble keeping that roll happen. If it's working for you, you can take it off. It's up to you. Either way, we're going to bring the left knee in. Left hand to the back of the thigh. Bring the right hand between. Go for it. Exhale, press down. Now put some strength in here. Really release the outside of the right hip and thigh. And now, without pulling the toes back, okay? You're just extending the left leg, keeping the arch calm. So you're going to go through the ball of the foot. But we don't lose that work in the right foot. So we get this, you're going to really find your focus now. You're going to be open to having your left foot doing one thing and your right foot doing another. Sounds silly, that shouldn't be too hard. That happens all the time. But it is difficult. Inhale, the left knee bends. Inhale, the left foot comes down. And again, as you probably guessed it, we do the other side. Left ankle. Turning on below the right knee, the left hand helping turn the left thigh open. Exhale, pull in. And again, you can leave the hand on the thigh. That's going to help you keep that hip open. Hands to the back, thigh, big squeeze. Again, we want to get the length in the butt first by supporting the strength. And then we can exhale. Bring that right leg over. Again, you don't have to move your hands. Sometimes I have you do it today. We're just going to stay on the back of the thigh. Again, don't be pulling on your knee. You should not feel the hamstrings. You should not feel those cords back there. So the muscle alone of the back of the thigh. The effort calm. It's still effort. The leg is still active. And not to get the leg longer, it's not longer. The bones aren't going to change length. The back of that knee might open a bit, then unbend a little bit. Back side will extend a little bit. A little extra strength as we inhale. And the right knee. Next inhale. Right foot down. Uncross your legs. Backs of the hands to the floor, palms up. Backs of the hands to the floor. The palms are open to the ceiling. Just drift away where it works for you. You do not need to extend your legs, but if you like that idea, go for it. Leave the knees bent otherwise. The space for the feet is yours. Let it be open. Close your eyes, you haven't already. And let your breath move. Nice and calm. Nice and steady. Strength and openness. Alright. So many people, myself included, first time yoga class, is like, this is hard. What the heck? Gotta work. I'm sweating. It is this ability to flex the muscles that allows them to open. As the flexibility grows, so then will the strength, because the muscle will be able to flex. Again, it's just, again, I know, nothing fancy, it's just training. Just physical training. Just part of it. Body works well. It's one less thing for us to distract us from our awareness of everything else. Back aches, it's hard not to be aware of it. The breath gets tight, there's tension, there's worry, there's anger, fear, any one of a number of things that make us a less good human. You're allowed to be. You're allowed to work through it at the pace that works for you. Some things are easier than others. Breathing now. Openness to the breath. Awareness of calm, smooth. Again, the strength of the inhale is there. Release of the exhale is there. Strength and openness. The body calms. And so does the thought. The focus is a part of the breath. Part of the release of the muscles. Flex your fingers a little bit. Flex your toes. Get space to move calmly. Feel your wrists and elbows bend. Your ankles and knees. And the muscles don't have to be super flex. That extension that happens as the arms move. Not hyperextension in any way. And inhale to reach your arms up past your ears, real long. Legs extending a little further, maybe, maybe not. Right arms by the ear, the left knee bends. We're going to exhale and roll right. And press ourselves up. Nice comfortable seated position, cross-legged otherwise. Hands together, thumbs touch the chest. Smile real big. We're amazing. Thank you all. Namaste. Yay! Good job, everybody. Okay. Excuse me while I scooch up. All right. So again, I will be moving the videos at the end of the month into the OMGurl, OMGURL40 YouTube channel. And keep an eye out for that. There are links throughout my page. If you have questions now, though, do not hesitate to leave a comment on the video or send me a message. I'm happy to answer. All right? I'm a teacher, a yoga teacher. I want you to understand. All right? Be back next week, far as I know. I never know. And things happen, right? But should be back on at 9:30 a.m. Chicago time. Again, please feel free to practice if you can't join me live. And I hope to see you soon. Have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.